If lists are like shipping containers, dictionary are filing cabinets. In list, you have to guess what data is inside based on the number. And in dictionary, every piece of data has a label. In the world of automation, that's how I talk to API, handle JSON data, and build AI automation workflow. Hey everyone, I'm Abdul, and welcome back to Automation Learners Lab, where I document my journey learning Python from scratch, building automation workflow publicly, and turning the skill into a real project and income. If you ever want to learn, build, and earn using automation or Python, hit the subscribe button. Let's be on this journey together. In today's episode of Python for Automation series, we master the introductory basic of dictionary. We'll learn the following: creating dictionary with example, accessing objects in dictionary, nesting in dictionary, and some basic built-in method in dictionary. So dictionary in Python is constructed using curly braces and works with key value pairs. Think of the key as a label and the value as the information inside. So let's create a profile of a real estate lead. After creating a dictionary, we need to access the data inside. Unlike string, the data are accessed using a number, and in dictionary, you use the key to access the data you want inside. So let's access the budget of this lead information. So as simple as this, we're able to access this data without much stress. Already we know the key to our data. We just call on the data key. It will provide the information in that key. So as you can see, you see those label, name, budget, and location. They make your data readable and organized. So let's move on to nesting dictionary. But you need to know, real-world data almost come to you in a messy form. Sometimes you find a value is under dictionary. That's called nesting in dictionary. So let's create an example. That's the agent's name. Let's access the sold count of this agent's data. So let's access the sold count of this agent data. We'll do that by using this function. No, first, as you can see, this is our dictionary. So we'll find another dictionary inside a dictionary. Yeah, the listing here is a label. The listing here is a label, has a value of another dictionary, which are active and sold properties. So as you can see, this is how nesting dictionary comes in this form. It comes in this form. So let's access the sold count of this listing. So that's how we'll be able to access data in a dictionary in the nesting form. So have our variable here, then we have, so we'll call on the data we want to call on. So since this one is another dictionary in this, we can't we can't access the sold count by calling only listening. So we have to call on the sold count here before we'll be able to get access to the sold count of this listening. So this is exactly how we'll be able to call. This is how we'll be able to extract data from a nesting. It's like opening a drawer inside a drawer. Once you understand this drill down logic, you can handle any data structure a client throws at you. So let's move on to the last thing on our list today, which is basic method in dictionary. So this built-in method here allows us to update our dictionary. So let's call on our lead variable and see what will be the output. This, as you can see, status and connected, the key and the value pairs are updated on this variable. So let's go on to the next method. When you use this method here, in a bunch of data, it will extract every key you have on the dictionary available to you. So in this dictionary here available to us, we have the following key: name, budget, location, and status. So those are the keys we have on this dictionary here. So the function of this key is as simple as this, just to give you all the available key in your dictionary. So let's move on to the next one, which is items. While this method here, it gives you every data you have in your dictionary. Just name your variable of the dictionary, that's the name of your dictionary, and use this method, items. It gives you everything on this dictionary, both the value and the keys. So that's just the basic function of this method. So the next one is why this method here only gives you the value of your dictionary you name. So our dictionary here will have the following value here. It only extracts the value of our dictionary without the keys. So these are the value we're having here. So the last method we'll be looking at here is this. So the function of this method here is one. Maybe you call a key which is not available on your dictionary. It returns the fallback information you provided. So for example, our lead dictionary here does not have the key value pair of phone. So we'll call on the phone keys. It returns the fallback information. So let's call on the key that is available in this dictionary. Let's say name. So as you can see, it was able to provide the value of the name here, which is Hossein. As you can see, it won't display this fallback test here. So if only you don't have the key available in the dictionary available to you, it will pop out the fallback test here. So that's all for today. Dictionary are the bridge between your Python code and the rest of the internet. Master this, you are ready to build real-world tool. In the next episode, we'll look into tuples, another form of data structure. Until then, hit the subscribe button, like, and drop comment of your biggest challenge. See you in the next video.